Welcome to More Than a Few Words, a marketing conversation. This is your host, Lorraine Ball. You know, lately I've been thinking a lot about conferences. Not the kind with the giant expo halls and the badge scanners, but the kind that really made you think. I remember a time when conferences felt, magical. I'd show up, coffee in hand, and within 10 minutes, I'd be knee deep in a conversation with someone who really understood my world. The best moments weren't on the stage, they happened in the hallways, over lunch, sitting on the floor near an outlet because your phones were dying. Those little side conversations, that's where real ideas lived. That's where I learned, connected, and felt seen. But lately, I've noticed something has shifted. Big events have gotten, bigger, flashier. There are sponsors everywhere, VIP packages, and sessions that sound more like sales pitches than inspiration. It's less about connection and more about clout. You need to have the right badge, get into the right room, and sit at the right table. And somewhere along the way, that joy of shared curiosity, that spark that comes from two people comparing notes and realizing they're wrestling with the same challenge, that's getting harder to find. I was sharing some of these feelings with a few of my fellow podcasters, and we all felt the same way. We wondered if we could go back to smaller, smarter, more human conversations. Instead of chasing the next big name or shiny sponsor, we wondered if we could create an event focused on people actually doing the work. The women behind the mic, making something meaningful one episode at a time. We didn't set out to host a conference as much as create a space where people show up curious, generous, and ready to share. No selling, no panels, definitely no presentations about 10 ways to make $1 million. Just honest conversations about what's working and what isn't, and how we can make our podcasts and creative lives better. And from those conversations, Beyond the Mic was born. It's going to be a small, intimate event, 10, maybe 15 women who've been podcasting long enough to have stories, scars, and questions worth sharing. We're going to skip the hotel ballroom and the overpriced lunches and look for a place comfortable where we can share snacks instead of swag bags and spend the afternoon talking shop about podcast production systems, burnout, creativity, community, and maybe how AI fits into all of it. Real conversations, real connection. More meetings between the meetings, and fewer people shouting from the stage. So, if you're interested and you want to learn more, head over to talkbeyondthemic.com. It's going to be a small, informal gathering in March in Indianapolis. So, if you're listening and this sounds like the kind of conversation you want to be a part of, I'd love to hear from you. This has been another episode of More Than a Few Words. Thanks for listening.